Hello, hello, hello. I need to zoom this in a bit. Is that all right? I think that's all right. Julia, what is going on? What is going on? Right. I'll set this up properly because I didn't realize what the time was. I've been editing a video this entire time. Hope everyone's doing all right. I actually need to get some interwebs. Right. So the first video we're going to watch today is actually the ghost hunt video. And the reason I want to do that is because there's a few things I want to talk through that I didn't get a chance to explain in the video, you know what I mean? But that is what we're going to watch. I can't believe I'm late. How bad is that? I've been up here just editing this entire time. What's going on, Super Sweet? How are you? We should make sure that I put this out everywhere that needs to go out. I'll put on my page as well. Why not? I don't ever use Facebook anymore, but why not? Put it on Facebook as well. Yeah, so we are going to watch our ghost hunt video, or my ghost hunt video again, just so I can talk through some things with you, because yeah, it was one of them. There's a few things that I feel like I should have gone into more detail with, and there's a few things that I just want to explain. But I'll give it a couple of minutes or whatever, and then go from there. I'm nearly at 200 videos as well. That is crazy. Nearly posted 200 videos. That is actually kind of like, what the hell was I going to say then? Kind of wild is what I was meant to say. This is apparently Halloween music. Apparently. What time is it now? Right. Literally 2 minutes. So I'm going to go and we're going to start watching the ghost hunt video. Let's go to my channel. There we are. I'm already there. Don't worry. I can't lie. I really enjoyed the video. Like really enjoyed it. The ghost hunting video. Obviously, I know it's mine video. Like I'm going to be biased, but I don't like watching myself back. Like editing for me is quite literally the worst because I hate watching my own stuff and listening to my own voice. But I actually really enjoyed it. And there was a few things that we weren't able to get in there because of just poor recording from me, to be honest. Like there was part of it that I really wanted to make it in because it was like the EMF would go off and then so many different things would happen. And because of my poor recording, it was like my first time ever using a camera like that in that sort of scenario. It was so bad. I'm not gonna lie, it was so bad. It was a great video, so good. Hey, thank you. I'm honestly 100% gonna be doing it again, like 100%. All right, we screw it. Right, should we turn this off now and then we'll watch? No, that's the middle part. Right, and that precise. Yo, chill out. Okay. Why am I okay there? Right. So 100%. Do you know what? Yeah, that is a great comment. You do things very differently, and you find your way of doing things. Like this was my, like, I'm not joking. This was not only my first time like holding a camera to myself, like recording. Obviously, yes, I do this and I have done this for a while, but it's not the same as walking around with a camera in your hand and recording all that sort of stuff. It just really isn't. And also, not only that, but it's my first time ghost hunting. I know I've watched hundreds of videos. I know, but it really isn't the same. Like when you do it yourself, it's so different, and it's really daunting as well. Like you're trying to keep your cool just in general because you're ghost hunting, but at the same time you're trying to also be entertaining and do all it, and it's just like, yeah. But anyway, I would usually obviously start it by saluting the person's video it is, but to salute myself would be kind of weird, so no.
But no,
Was that you?
was what, who? I haven't touched that blanket.
That blanket just moved.
I'm scared.
Yeah, that's pretty mad.
Honestly, I promise you,
And there's, when we get to this part as well,
I don't know how to be any more serious.
there is something I want to say about that, because it seemed as if I was like, yes, whatever I saw was paranormal, but I'll explain when we get there.
We said we were going to ghost hunt, and we are doing it. Today we are at Kelvedon.
Can't ever get away from the praying
We have
hands.
been
I don't know what it
given
is.
permission to go away from the group. However,
Really
we may
brave,
bump
thank
into them
you.
At some
Thank
point
you.
during the night. Let's get into it. I brought an EMF with me, so I think
You did.
we should do it.
I'm in.
Shall I place it on the table?
I was
think the
so
slide-
nervous
slide
to
of
do
place.
this because
What's through this window?
Look.
ghosts,
No.
You
scared.
should definitely EMF the Ouija board.
Oh, crap. Can we put it like maybe next to it?
Put it on. Don't put. Actually, let's not put it on what used to be electrical equipment, just on the off chance that anything is still.
Good
plugged in.
idea. What about?
I'll put
Mate,
it on the
as
side
soon
of
as I
the
saw a
cabinet,
Ouija
like over
board,
here.
I was like,
Can you please come near this green light?
"Bish, no."
I mean, or don't, because I'm terrified anyway. Should we like walk round? And
It's really funny because obviously where I've watched like hundreds of videos and I've seen that they say things like they like introduce themselves when they first get there and blah blah blah. Like, all of that knowledge of any like idea of what to ask, what to say, and what not to say, and all that sort of stuff, that all went out the window. That I had no idea what I was talking about. I just went, "Come towards the green light," and then afterwards I was like, "Why did I say that? Like that just who would do that?" No, Lavizia, it was not mine. No, good God, no. Good God, no. Always say, honestly, I'm the person who is currently recording me there in this angle is Stephen. He's my uncle, and he's like an inch taller than me as well.
ask
Like, we
questions,
are
and
just
if we
a
get any form
group of
spike, whether
very
it's
tall
real
people.
or not, we can just stop there and
Neither way, man.
yeah.
And my brother is the
Either way.
tallest one. He's
Where-
6'8".
where's this way go?
It's disgusting.
That's the tunnel exit. So I think let's go into maybe this room over here. There's a room.
Like, I'm pretty sure
Good
he's
idea, nice.
over 2 meters. Yeah, he is. I'm like 195, 196.
Oh, it's a theatre.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Crikey.
Like, look, my head like near the door frames
on
and
a
stuff
seat.
is.
I want to see. Yeah.
Good idea.
That's where people would have been sitting. That's where kids would have been. We're a pretty chill bunch of people. We just want to have a chat.
Are we?
I'm not gonna lie. That dark door
It's not cool.
is not a great feeling.
I know.
Also, Dave looks really ominous in the corner.
The thing is, the shadow behind him's really not nice.
The worst one is the one that just ran past.
How many
the
times have you
window.
bang our head? You know what? Actually, none. Like, I'm really. I mean, we used to obviously. We're very conscious about it, of like doors in general and like low roofs and ceilings and
This place
stuff.
is so
Like, you go into some like old
scary.
pubs and
I
it's
never
like
thought that I would be in anywhere like
you hit
this.
your
I'm
head
not gonna lie.
anytime.
Well, when you
But
start
I'm usually
now,
pretty good at it.
Just any time.
or just at any point in your
Any
life.
point in life, I never thought I was going to be. Yeah, no. One thing that Tracy did say, she said, if we were going to start anywhere, this would be the place to start because she saw
Like
a
a full body
apparition
Yeah.
a little while ago. So I didn't want to be here, but we're here.
So we're going to be here.
And you know what? Respect to Charlotte. That's Charlotte there. She is my friend, but also a good friend of mine's girlfriend. And we've like played horror games and stuff together, and it only seemed right for her to come. But in this scenario, for me, Stephen, Charlotte, and Dave, who was the other videographer, we have like quite literally none of us have never ever done anything like this before. Like, yeah, Stephen has like walked around and done some vlogging type bits, but nothing anywhere near like as camera the whole time recording, blah blah blah. Like, I think there's so many things that I would do differently now because I know like what I would have worked on and improved. But just this, like, I was so proud of us. You know what I mean? It was
While
it
the
was
guys
so
are
good.
below us
Yeah.
in the tunnels. and then we'll go down
for a first
to the
attempt
tunnels
anyway.
when they come up here.
Yeah.
So at the moment, it's good. We know where people are. So if we hear like a noise below us, it's quite thick concrete. So I think it'll be hard to hear.
Very,
we
very,
at least
yeah.
know it's coming from them.
And it's the
vice
same with
versa,
them. So
yeah.
if we were to jump, the
If you
chances
didn't
are
know
they'd
it's jig.
probably hear us. But if just walking around, they probably won't.
I'll tell you what, we've mentioned Tracy, but Adam, who are the people that put on the event?
It's like the worst shout
They
out
all
as
put
well.
everything else in glasses. But
You
I'm
do
not
have a
gonna-
blue light on your
It was like the
head as
worst
well.
shout
yeah,
out.
but I'm
What I should have said was, well, I should have just given a bit more information about the company we went with, because they were so good. They were so good to us as well. Like, they don't usually do that sort of thing unless people like rent out the whole thing. But we went on as like just normal tourists, and like really cannot what's the word? Like shout them out enough, because they were just so good, the way that they were just so accommodating for us. But yeah,
it's not that. It was
Okay.
kind of peripheral out of my lens,
Okay.
like an orange kind of colour.
So there is a camera there with like
Oh,
a
yeah,
red.
yeah.
Was it that?
Where?
Can you see? Just literally just there.
No, it was as if someone had a laser pointer.
I have an idea.
and also
It
in
might
that
be
bit,
early
that wasn't me
doors, but
saying
maybe there's too many of us. Maybe we should.
that wasn't me saying that it was something ghostly, by the way. I legit thought that someone had shined a laser pointer at my eyes, which obviously is not good because I wear glasses. But yeah, that wasn't me saying, oh, it was ghosts and haunted and this and that. No, I thought someone had.
break
anyway.
down a bit already and have that EMF and just like 1 or 2 people. We could
Someone come with me, I guess.
I'll go with you because we're mic'd up together. So I don't know. Do you?
I'll tell
do
you what,
two,
the
do you two wanna
torch
go
that we took,
down that end.
Yeah, we'll go down.
£7 on Amazon, and I'm not joking. It's like the
Come on,
best.
big boy.
Okay. By the way,
I
don't
can
know whose
change all
idea
the-
this was to do this.
Mad, honestly.
I know it was one of you.
I think it was basically all of them, me included, because I'm having a blast.
Whoever it was,
Just know I hate you.
thank you, and I hate you.
Yeah, I thought. So.
This would be a good time to say, subscribe. If you used to work in this building
Subscribe.
and you would like to come forward and talk to us, come towards the green light or knock on a wall. You want to knock on the chair just to show us you're here?
You know, when you watch
If you
so
come
many
towards the
scary
green light,
videos,
It will go yellow, then orange,
you kind of
and then
just.
if you get really close, it
I was
will go
asking
red,
questions, and
that
that
would
was
show us that you
weird
are
for
with
me as it
us.
was.
and that you're happy to communicate and spend some time with us tonight.
But you kind of
My name's
expect
Adam,
to
I'm here
hear
with Stephen.
anything because of your videos. Obviously, they only put in the good bits, really, and most of like the top 5s, especially. So I'm sitting there like, oh, knock on something, and then I'm expecting to hear like a da, obviously, because it's whatever. But you don't hear a lot, which I suppose in the grand scheme of things is good, because if you were just to hear loads of different noises, that was one thing that was good about this place, that you didn't hear any sort of just normal noise. Like it was such a quiet place, which kind of added to the ominous feeling. But the good thing about it was that if there was any noises, we knew it wasn't. The fuck was that? We knew it wasn't like the building itself. What's going on, Stephen? How's it going, broski?
How about if I sit in the chair? If you don't like me sitting in the chair, feel free to come over. And if the lights change, then I will move and I'll go into another room.
Didn't
and I'll
turn
leave
the
you
bloody
alone.
lights on. No, we should have done.
Or if you want
That's
to knock,
jokes.
that will show me that you're here as well. Make any noise. Shout at me if you really want to. Just not too close.
Yeah, not too loud. We don't want to disturb the other investigation.
That was so funny. Steve was like, we don't want to disturb the other investigation. That was not where my brain was in that moment. Like Stephen's so considerate in those sort of things. Like, I'll keep the noise down, do this, do that, which is great. But for me, I was like, oh yeah, shout if you want to. And then my brain was like, why the did you just say that? Why would you want that to shout at you? No, I did not want it to shout at me.
One thing I will say, if you do see anything that we didn't find during editing, please just comment below. Even if it's nothing, we want to have another look at it just to make sure and validate it for ourselves.
Talking of this, again, I will stop pausing it because that's really annoying. But there's actually something really funny. When we get to the blanket part, I'll pause it and I'll explain something that someone commented on one of my TikToks with a clip of this part, of the blanket part, and basically told me that I faked the entire thing.
And
Hilarious.
obviously, I'm not always looking at the EMF, so if at whatever point you see it, then just let us know.
I love that you can't hear the other guys.
Yeah. I wonder how they're getting on.
Maybe you could
What a segue.
touch something, or rustle a paper,
So considerate.
or move the torch.
And these, the mannequins, we didn't get it on video, my reaction to seeing them, because they were everywhere. But I was not happy about it.
Did you?
Hear a noise out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And bless Charlotte as well. She wasn't well. Like, she really wasn't well.
No.
Like, she's like all
I thought it sounded like
stuffed up and like just felt proper under the weather.
Hey, I don't
And
wanna
she
miss
still
jump.
came along and
We can go to the
smashed it
tunnels,
anyway.
mate.
Oh, good God, whose idea was this?
Okay. Okay. Wait. Look at me. It's time. It's time.
What's time?
What a segue.
Get in that bag. Get your camera out. Off you pop. Let's cut to Adam's feed.
I'm scared.
Let's just walk him to the edge.
Right. You can see when obviously Stephen's about to say, like, he's like so surprised that I had actually gone to the other end. When it pans back to me, I'm shaking like a shitting dog. I am so scared at this point. But I was like, nah, this is going on YouTube. Like, I can't be the bitch that I want to be right now.
Edge into the abyss.
Mate, honestly, you guys want to see this?
Julia, I don't know if I agree.
All the way just, down there, mate.
Goodbye, friends. Wish me luck.
I wish I'd seen a ghost, but then at the same time, I was pretty scared.
I'll be honest. Oh my God. The one thing I said that I wasn't going to do is I wasn't going to go off on my own. And I am. Very much so.
This
on
was-
my own.
Adam is actually talking. I thought he would have been sat in silence crying. Oh my God, he's really going for it. I'm so proud of him. I thought he was going to get like 2 or 3 steps down. We were going to leave. He was going to go like half,
I didn't know this bit was in it.
crap himself, stand in silence, be like, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. I think because he knows he's filming and I'm going to edit it, it's definitely going to go out if he just cries. Put on his big boy pants, and I'm proud of him.
What gangster?
Hold it way down.
I did not know that the that this part was even in it until he sent me the edit.
Okay, let's just cut back to him.
Right here, watch how much I'm shaking.
Oh my God, mate, I'm hearing all sorts.
It's so bad.
Oh my God, I'm
So bad.
terrified right now. Right, if there is anyone here and you would like to communicate with me, you can walk over to this green light
Even in my voice, I was
and
like,
show me that you're nearby.
I was not saying anything.
If I react
With
in any
chest
way,
at
it's
all.
because I'm scared and I'm sorry.
Augustine was so proud. Actually, you know what? Like, I was proud of myself, but I kind of just wanted to play it as if, oh yeah, I'm alright, I'll do this.
I'm not sure about having my back towards this.
And then I saw that in the edit, and I was like, nah, fair play, because yeah, I was pooing myself.
It's just darkness. Look, down here,
And you might recognize
darkness.
that bit, because that is how Stephen managed to turn that part of the video into a unbelievable thumbnail. So shout out Stephen, and he's in the chat. Stephen F Photography, go subscribe to him if you haven't already.
I'm going to start walking back this way now. If anyone does want to come over and talk to me,
Oh god, yeah, the adrenaline.
I was about to say touch me, but please don't.
The EMF looks so small in my hand there as well.
I don't want to have my back to this area. I'm now going to walk back towards everyone. But if you come near this green light, it will show me that you are next to me.
What is going on, Liv?
It's not going to hurt you in any way.
Hope you're alright.
Hi team.
Right, this bit, right, I'm so annoyed that we couldn't use the footage. So before we started walking back together, so they had joined me near enough to the end, and we were stood by this really old phone, and I was asking questions with the EMF at the same time as I was recording. But because I've never done this before, I was looking at the EMF and not where I was recording. So what I was actually doing, I thought I was pointing the camera at the EMF. What I was actually doing, I was like pointing at the wall. So we just couldn't use any of the footage. And it's so annoying because what we caught was unbelievable. I would ask questions in the same place, nothing would happen. And then I think Charlotte tried, nothing happened. And then Stephen tried, and it sort of like jumped a bit. And then we gave it to Dave, who is like barely on camera. Like he does obviously come on come on screen at some points, but like he was more sort of behind the camera. He took it, started asking questions, and then boom, boom, red lights, EMF level 5 the entire time. He would like put it around his equipment and it would not react whatsoever. Like you would have thought with like electrical products and stuff. Equipment is what I meant to say. Electrical equipment. But he would then sort of move over to a different area and he'd say, come over to me again. And it would go bang, EMF level 5. And then he's like, walk away. And then back to green again. I was like, oh my God. But because I was the only person at that time that was doing it, because we was going to be swapping where we were. Yeah, my footage was just so bad, but it was so good. That part where Dave got the EMF level 5s, unbelievable. Like, I'm just glad that I got to experience it anyway.
Can I just say, if you guys do enjoy this video and you want us to go out and do more stuff, if you know of places in the UK, comment below whether they are just abandoned or if you
wanted a bit of Dave. No, for sure. Because then like certain things kept happening. And obviously that mirror thing happened, which again, I'm not sure if it was my eyes adjusting or whatever, but it was next to Dave again. Like whatever it was, they wanted to get on the Dave train.
know of places that do like tours and stuff, let us know, because we will do this all again.
Have you got a K2 with you?
Yeah. Brought one with us.
When you put your
Honestly, Lavisa, I wish. I'm gonna be more conscious of what I'm doing this time. Also, some of you might actually recognize this guy. Maybe he actually used to work for. If you're from the UK, to be fair, most people know it. But there used to be a program called Most Haunted, and this man actually worked for him for a number of years, and used to go on all their sort of like their hunts and stuff.
Okay.
Goes to orange or red.
And now he works for the team that we went to the ghost hunt with,
We'll test
which
it
is
around
cool.
a few times before we put it down.
If it does light up, then you know it's a natural,
Yeah.
unnatural.
We want a bit of Dave.
Awesome.
Is
For
there
sure.
anything like we need to say in particular, or names or anything? Do we need to know anything like that?
Dave
I'll
Train.
tell you the engineer.
The engineer.
I've seen. Well, no,
Oh, nah.
There was 13 guests with me that
I
night,
see dead people.
and we saw a full apparition of him. And he's about as tall as you, funny enough.
Did it about a bang? Was it? You said it was a bang.
Yeah, down there. I won't
I
tell you
think we
too much
heard it.
there.
I think we heard it in there.
Yeah.
Because I said, was that just like a single footstep?
Yeah, we heard it and thought it like come from out here.
Yeah. So go and have fun, guys.
Thank you,
Thank
man.
you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
They were so respectful,
sir.
man. Like I cannot shout about a company enough.
We'll do,
Like
man.
Haunted Happenings,
Thank you, dude.
real shout out to them.
Bro, you lied to me.
Oh, sorry, I have lied. I didn't know that there was more mannequins.
Yeah, Stephen told me there was no more,
Just to reiterate
and there
what he
was
said, he
loads
said
more.
Everything is decommissioned,
Yeah.
and nothing should, other than some stuff that's the wires that are running through the floor, nothing should affect this.
Yeah. Cool.
So,
Let's
if
do it.
anything does happen, let's go.
Okay.
If the engineer's with us in here, we just, oh my good God,
Yeah, this is where I spot more of them that Stephen lied about.
no,
Absolutely not.
Oh, should we go
State
down
of
and look
it,
at them?
absolutely
Oh,
not.
That's annoying.
thank God. Apparently, given what the man said, there is someone called the engineer down here. He's known to not like people to be in his space.
Sounds like me.
If that is you, and you would like us to leave, please could you just come over to this green light, make some noise, knock on a door, knock on something, just give us some form of indication that you are here. We're not here to intimidate you or anger you in any way. We are just investigating just to see if any of this stuff is real. So if you want to come over,
I had
come
no
chat
idea
to
what to
us.
say. Honestly, my brain
touch
just
one
kept
of
going
us.
like,
come touch the device that's in my hand. It will not hurt you.
Liv, I know. I should not have done that. Like, honestly, when I tell you I had no idea what I was talking about, like, I've watched, like, probably hundreds of hours over the years, hundreds of hours of ghost hunting. And I had no idea what to say. Like, I've taken in so much
Yeah.
Really?
ghost
There
hunting
is such
content.
a noticeable temperature
It's so
change.
much colder in here.
It's so cold.
Can we get this way?
I have my dinner still in my
He
mouth.
said next to the
I can feel it.
Oh,
Stuck in my tooth.
he
It's
did.
annoying.
Oh, maybe we need to turn the other way because there was
Right.
a turning right out of here as well. We've gone the wrong way.
It always gets
that
me for
noise?
some reason.
Sorry?
It sound. I don't know. It sounded like someone clicked something. It sounded like someone switched something on.
Okay, well let's go find out what they turned on. We'll turn it off. We're all about saving energy. You gotta turn the light off. Right, you have fun in there. We'll see in beer, right? Oh, this is where we came in.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So we need to.
That is so funny. Like, I wanted an excuse to leave. Yeah, if you want us to leave, just let me know, and I'll get in the car and go home right now. Like, what would I have done if someone had touched me? Do you know? I don't know. I think about it, and I think it depends how and probably where as well. Like, if it was just like a little, like someone touched my arm or something, I would have been like, whoa, but like, sort of carried on, sort of thing. But then, I think, yeah, like if someone had pushed me, then I'd have been like, sweet, we're done. I know ghosts are real. That is me. Done. See you later.
Go back the other way.
Please go what?
This way. Bye.
Oh my god! Why would you do that to me?
Why would you do that
Hold
to
on,
me?
bro. Can we just get a camera on this bit here right now? Confirmed dead.
Yeah, it's a nuclear bunker, isn't it?
Oh, there's a piece of paper.
There's a piece of paper in there.
If it's got your name on it, what would you do?
Hold up.
Imagine it just said our 4 names.
It says, I'm just Adam's channel. Confirmed dead.
it says
Dead before it's even started.
subscribe.
I'm actually down. And I'm feeling crazy right now.
Okay.
I am down to lay in one of the beds.
Mate, the thing is, that doesn't even seem that crazy. I'm feeling crazy right now. I'm down to just sit on one of the beds. To me, and for you guys that have watched me watch videos, and for people that know me just day to day, to sit on something that is potentially haunted, that is a big deal for me. Like, I was like, nah, this is not a bit of me. But I did it anyway because I thought, you know what? This is on YouTube. I'm going to be judged. Don't be a pussy. Chris, how are you, bro? Good to see you, man.
I've got like a cold breeze.
I felt it on my left hand. If you felt it on your right hand
Yeah,
side,
I've got it like here.
is it coming through from this?
Well, no, because
No.
he said it's all sealed down here, didn't he?
Hey,
If
Chris,
there
come
is
on.
anyone in here with us,
It was so
and you
scary,
wanna come
bro.
over and sit next to me, or if I'm sitting on your bed,
Bro,
and you want
all
me
I
to move,
noticed, I
then
just
feel
kept
free to come
inviting
over
it to come
towards
and
this
be
green
next to
light
me
that's
when
on
I
the
should have
bed.
been like, if you want to come and stand next to
And
Dave,
changes light.
you know what I mean? I
move.
should have just done that.
Or if you're happy for me to be here, then just come over or make a noise.
Hope
If
you and the
want to get
family
out
are
of
well,
the room
Chris.
Completely. Again, please come over to the green light.
I just want to say as well, you guys might be able to hear some voices in the background. They're practicing
Yeah.
scrying and some other vigils in a room just over there. So unless we react, like just assume that anything you can hear is going to be those guys.
It's actually wild. I'm not gonna lie. Like the people used to use this in. Was it World War II?
I don't know. We should really know more. I'll put more information about it here.
Oh shit!
So there it is. What a lovely amount of information you're reading.
Wow! Look at all of it.
Wow, that's so much. Adam, you just put your hand all over it. I
I'm
didn't
so
read
sorry.
now. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well-
and then I can do this, and then all the information will go away.
Oh my God, he's crushed the information.
Magician.
What you've done there
Honestly,
is just maybe
that-
edit more.
I feel like a lot of the time, like I'm so unapologetically myself, but in these scenarios, I should just probably be a bit more like serious, I guess the word is, because we were there for 6 hours and the episode was 34 minutes long just because I spent the majority of the time just being an idiot. Like, I'm nearly 30 and I just need to grow up. Like, I say dumb stuff, I do dumb stuff, and yeah, I just say the most stupid
It's crime.
of stuff.
No.
Right, can I just use the torch a second?
Of course.
Yeah, so this is something called scrying.
You need to have the light quite low. The person looking in the mirror is staring at themselves, virtually going into a trance. Yeah. People standing behind Look at the face in the mirror, but just very slightly off. So you're not looking directly at them. You're looking very slightly off. The person
Liv,
staring in the mirror,
I rate that answer.
is
Thank
gonna
you.
be asking,
Thank
"Am I
you.
here
Because then it means,
for the spirit to
oh,
show
and
me?"
Julia, thank you. But you know what? It's because it's
When
sometimes I'm like, I should probably do what the other people do, and they all make it very like suspenseful and this and that. But you know what I mean? It's, if I want to be an idiot, which is basically me anyway, like I'd have to act like someone else. You know what I mean? It would be effort to do that rather than just to be a knob. But to be fair, next one we do, like I'm gonna be more prepared in a sense. Like I'm gonna have like questions that I want to ask. I'm gonna do all this sort of stuff because I went there and my mind just went, anyway, what are we having for dinner tonight? Like it just nothing to do with ghost hunting was in my brain because I was
your face
scared.
starts to change, they'll see it. You'll all see
Yeah,
it.
Stephen, honestly, he went through like 5-6 hours, or was it like 4, 5, 6 hours of footage just for 34 minutes. And he done a cracking job as well. I rate you lot, man. You lot are legends. Beard fade on fleek.
Yo, what the fuck? Bro, I don't know if that was you moving.
What? What did you see?
I'm not gonna make this up just for do you know what I mean? I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I'm the
Felt
scroll.
like
I don't.
my face disappeared, and then there was next to Dave. I'm sorry, but
Why is it me again?
I'm not joking you. It looked
Dave,
like,
honestly, I love that. It's such a Dave answer as well. Why is it
can't
me
even
again?
Explain it. It looked like my face had disappeared.
So all I'm going to say is, for your face disappeared part, can't explain. Anything next to Dave, I literally did just rock up there. So I
No, 'cause
literally did just...
in my peripheral in the mirror. I could
literally
see
got
that
hit.
Oh, the
Anyway,
channel being
yeah,
dead. Yeah,
but
I love that.
First of all, it was this side, and it was not.
Oh, it was the other
behind-
side of him.
It was this
Right,
side.
okay.
It wasn't
Cookie, yeah,
behind
mate.
Dave. It
And those
was
cookies
stood
were
directly next to Dave.
As if it was like
10-10 as well.
So like
But also,
literally like
which is even
this.
worse, I couldn't see Dave.
Oh.
Right. So let me just explain that part. So basically, what we didn't have in the video, I did say, look, it could have been that my eyes aren't great with light anyway. Like my eyes just aren't great, period. But where the light went, it went from being very bright, and then obviously I turned my torch off. I think I don't know if Stephen turned the light down on his camera, but there was a slight light adjustment. So I don't know whether it was just, I don't know, my eyes adjusting to the light, which is why, like, I think most people know that if you like stare at something for long enough, it tends to like just your vision kind of goes a bit black. If anyone's done that, then great. But in this case, I just couldn't understand why not only did my, like half of my face disappeared, I tried to sort of readjust my eyes and then my other side went, and then, but I could still see, which was really weird. So I looked behind me in the mirror and sort of looked towards Dave, and it was really dark that side as well. So I couldn't see Dave, but there was just an outline. But again, it could have been my eyes adjusting to the light. I'm not going to say hands down that was a ghost because I can't say, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's pretty mad.
Honestly,
But I wanted to clear that up because
I
I was gobsmacked. I didn't know what to say. What's going on, Holly? Hope you're doing all right.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Cheers. Thank you.
What does it sound the door?
Yeah. No, Dave is he's a vital part
Were we in the
because
film
he's like a
room?
ghost magnet.
It does definitely feel colder. I also had a theory like that when we asked.
Hang on. Oh, that's definitely.
This is the part. This is the
If that
part.
had been banging without words, I'd have been like weird. But they were doing some kind of haka upstairs. So
Rhythmic chanting.
correct.
This is it.
But no,
Was that you?
The amount of times where I've heard the noise, it didn't even sound like words. The noise that come out, but no, that comes out of my mouth about 700 times, and obviously I edited clips and done this and done that. So the amount of times I've heard the words, is so annoying.
But no,
Was that you?
But no.
So right, this girl on TikTok, I have no idea who she is. So she seems to think that, do you know this bit down here where there's like, it almost looks like a white, I don't know. It looks like something. It's the label from the blanket. There is a big label on the blanket. This girl, it was infuriating. I don't even know why. Like, she herself didn't annoy me, but it was just, I didn't know how to make her believe me. Like, I will swear up and down on my life that I did not, and we did not fake anything. We would not, and do not, have not, and will not ever fake a single thing that we do on video. If we don't catch anything, that's it. That is literally it. I don't care. She would not understand that this was a label. She's like, no, it's a hand. If you want to fake it, maybe try wearing darker gloves next time. I'm like, what are you seeing? But then she seems to think that she can see a hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the playback speed and I'm going to put it on 0.5. And you guys, if you could just tell me whether you see anything. If you think you see a hand or if you think you whatever, then let me know.
No,
Was that you?
Hold on, I might have to go back again. Oh no, here we go. Right,
no,
that white thing, that was a label. And as you can see on the bed from the wider angle as well, there is no one on there. Like, literally no one on there. No, but even when I said that to her...
Was that you?
When I said that to her, she said, someone wearing dark clothing could have easily hidden. I'm like, where? Where? If you hadn't noticed, it wouldn't be Stephen, because one, he's right there. It wouldn't be Dave, because again, he was on camera. Charlotte there. And me, I'm behind the bed here, which I'm also in the first frame. Who would it have been? We were on our own. It's infuriating. I understand a lot of people fake stuff, but I'm not one of them. Like, this bit is mental. Like, it tugs, lifts, and then tugs again.
Just move the blanket. Could you come over and do it again?
Infuriating.
Just come and stand next to me.
Exactly, Liv. 100%.
We're not here to cause any harm or distress.
Yeah, Julia, I'm glad, because we just wouldn't. I can't stand the people that do that. Like, I find their videos still very entertaining, but to say this is real when in fact it's not is quite
if this was a male
annoying, to be honest.
Yeah.
Honestly, Liv, I don't understand why she just did not want to believe it for whatever reason.
This one.
Yeah.
Right. I'll see you lot in the morning.
Yeah, Stephen, 100%. And also, one thing I will say, off camera, we checked the blanket. We checked the blanket to make sure it wouldn't move, hadn't moved, or couldn't move. You know what I mean? And made sure there was no like strings underneath it, which, I mean, I don't know who would have been pulling them. If there was someone laying under the bed, then 10 out of 10 for effort. But there wasn't. You know what I mean? It was so obvious. There was no one there. There was no way to fake that. And even there was like what looked like it could have been a vent above. But he said everything in here has been completely decommissioned. And also, if you had noticed as well in the previous frame, Dave was stood directly under the vent. I have no idea what it was. And even he said, if it was a strong enough breeze to make the blanket move, then he would have felt it. And he said there was absolutely zero breeze.
Right.
Sorry, I don't know why I went so deep into that, but it was annoying because I wasn't annoyed at her for thinking it was fake.
No,
It's
absolutely not.
fairly obvious that certain people do that, so I understand.
What about if we turn all the lights on
But
and up?
it was just annoying because I'm like, how can I make her believe me?
Okay.
I could have said,
Yeah,
I swear on my
go for it,
life, but she don't know me from...
Get on it and go.
Adam.
Your choice. You don't have to sit on that one.
I feel like this is an easy choice. It's like right there.
Like, I made it out to be a big deal to sit on the bed, and then Charlotte's like, oh, I don't want to do this, and then Dave just goes, fuck it, I'm sitting down. Oh, mate, it's quality.
Got a lady in the men's.
If you don't feel comfortable with a lady being in the male dormitory, then
It's also more
feel
likely...
free to, tell us, give us a sign.
Yeah, well, this is the thing, but we'd been in there for,
between?
like, prior to this
Why
part,
are
we
there
did
two
been in there
in
for a minute, and it had not moved one bit. We tried to replicate
Anything
walking
weird
around to
sitting
make,
on
like,
the-
if there was any vibrations from us walking, and it just didn't do anything. And we was all stood still at this point as
Yeah,
well,
we're
so
all
I'm
gonna
like,
go in the other
No,
room. You can stay here.
you're right here on your own, aren't you?
Please no.
Please no.
You'll be locked in a men's room with.
I
Dave.
love that bit.
If you're not comfortable with doing it, like
No,
say,
it's fine, it's fine.
honestly,
Is
I
it
don't
more
mind.
that if there's two of you, it's fine. If
Yeah.
you're on your own, you hate it.
Well, why don't we?
It was so funny.
We'll shut the door. In
I think she
between,
thought we were going to leave her in
and
there
then
on her
obviously
own.
If you
That would have been so
Bye.
need
moody.
anything or you need,
Bye.
so we split.
Anyways,
into two.
Divil, how are you, sir?
You have Dave and Charlotte in the other room. It's myself and Stephen in this room. I don't know if it was you moving. But
Steve, one thing I thought, bro, we should have stayed in the blanket room because it would have made so much more sense. You know what I mean? Like that's where we saw the blanket. Well, I mean, I didn't see it. This is why I didn't react to it as bad because I didn't see it. It was Dave and Charlotte that saw it, and then luckily Stephen got it from one angle, Dave got it from the other angle, and it just so happened that we caught it, which was great. But we should have 100% stayed in the other room because I feel like that's where obviously the stuff was happening.
hold breeze then.
I don't feel anything.
Okay. If you'd like to communicate with us, by all means, come over, stand next to
Yeah,
us.
something to Karen, yeah,
You can
for
touch
sure.
one of us. You can knock on something, get into bed, whatever you want to do. If you want to interact with Dave or Charlotte,
I'm trying to get Divil,
then they are in the
who
other
is
room.
Charlotte's
Please, by all
fiance,
means, go and interact with them as
to
well.
I feel like
come along to the next
the
one.
longer you're down here,
It won't.
the more intense it gets.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like
Had to mute my mic then to
when you
burp.
first go into a
Apologies.
room, it's initially a bit intense and then it calms down.
Yeah. And you would kind of relax a little bit, and then if something happens, it's like,
I think you relax too much.
yeah.
There's nothing in here. There's nothing in here.
I love it. His
The
face
whole one,
after he's like, there's nothing in here. Like trying to convince himself. That's so funny.
Feel free to use either of our energies, both of ours.
Stephen made a
Just
good
try and
point
make
as
the
well.
Screen light. You just need to get closer. You need to touch it.
In a male
basically like
dormitory,
this.
they're not going to be chilling with me and Stephen. They're going to be chilling with the female, obviously, if there was anyone there.
I don't think there's anyone in here. I reckon they're too excited to have a random female.
Trying to convince
True,
himself.
true. If you're trying to sleep and we are disturbing you, and you'd like us
Divil,
to
that's
leave,
where you're wrong, bro.
then
That is funny,
Shout
and everyone
out,
wants to see you run for your
because
life.
we will hear it. Or
I want to see that. What are you talking about?
walk over to the green
100%.
light,
Because if you're running,
touch your
I'm
hand
right
like we
behind
have
you.
Maybe.
Just try and shake in your
Oh
bed a
God,
bit,
I'd be
we'll
right
hear
behind you
it.
if you ran.
Do some knocking.
Okay. Goodbye, male dormitory. Everyone.
We are going to move on.
There is a Charlotte at the
Everyone wants
door.
to see you run for your life.
How was that?
Yeah, fine. Did
Anything?
it follow you?
We said there was probably nothing in ours because they were too excited to have a girl in the male dormitories. If you were going to,
No worries, Steve.
The room
Take it
where
easy,
in
bro.
the male dorms, there's a girl, or just watch these two lads leave. You're like, we're not going to follow them, are you?
Oh,
Yeah, Divil. As long as you
Don't
Okay.
like it.
It is starting to be.
as long as you pee your pants afterwards or during the run, that'd be even funnier. When I join your channel in December, Adam, just thought I'd let you know.
Coffee shop.
Holly, honestly, you don't have to do that. Like,
And the toilets. I know
Oh.
exactly.
apparently, it helps with YouTube if you set up having memberships and stuff. But
Okay.
honestly,
We're taking a quick break.
no one has to join. I
You
really,
guys
really
have got
appreciate it, but no
to
one has to.
Milk and cookies.
Although, because of the people that have joined, I'm going to start doing some stuff where not only is there going to be sort of like members only content, but there'll also be like things like the ghost hunts and stuff. What I'm going to start doing is I'm going to release the video slightly earlier for members, and then it will come out like at the normal sort of time for everyone else, sort of thing. So just as like a sort of like an additional benefit, but really, like, do not do it, especially if it's like sort of like money's tight or whatever, because especially this time of year it's Christmas, so please don't.
Cookies?
Well,
If you
cookies
can't.
and Pepsi. But we saw these ominous figures up on the hill, so we thought we'd come check them out.
Yeah, well, Stephen wanted to check them out. Adam didn't.
Dave, I feel like you would
Adam doesn't do
100%
dolls.
be faster than me.
Oh yeah, this is like a nightmare for you.
I want to. Holly, I appreciate
than a
you
nightmare.
a lot. Thank you
The
so
nuclear
much.
family, despair, survivor, and hope.
It's holding a child, and I'm not overly
These
keen on
things
it.
were
That's hope.
rank.
Nice to meet
They're
you.
literally in the car park. So as we pulled in, I look and I'm like, what the F is that? I get out, I get my torch, and I'm like, what? And I was not going to go up there until Stephen was like, yeah, we're going up there.
Hope.
That's, family. Hope.
Idiot.
This is
This was
survivor.
nuclear survivor. This is the despair.
Yeah.
Ugh. But as I was looking at one, it looked like the others were moving because of how dark it was.
Me that this one on the right is moving, but
I promise you, if it had moved, I would have.
It's creepier when you
I think
zoom
I
in the
probably
face.
would have passed out and maybe died.
but like, look, there
Maybe.
is nothing around us.
Yeah, like if we turn your torch off for a second, or just put it away for a second.
All right.
Like, look how like my light is on like 41%, so it's pretty bright. But like, there's just nothing. The lights you can see down there are the guys at the car. Let's get some cookies,
Milk and
and then let's get
Those
back to it.
cookies were so good as well. Charlotte literally made like over 100 cookies and bought them for the ghost hunt. That is what you wanted at like 2 a.m.
Go this way.
Yeah.
Tired, needed a bit of sugar to wake up. But by this point, I really did not prepare like energy wise. I'd woken up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock, like the Friday morning to take my son to school. And then I said to myself, I'm going to have a nap. It'll be fine. You have a nap and then you can go out later or whatever. Didn't have the nap. And then I walked through my door after the ghost hunt the following morning at 5 a.m. I was beyond tired. Like it got to like 2 a.m. here because it was from like 9 p.m. till 3 a.m. It got to like 2 and then I could just feel my body declining. I was like, I'm so tired right now. But we carried on. But I could just notice that my energy levels at the end of the video were just
By the
not great.
something.
And then I had an hour and a half drive home.
Does it say profession?
Yay.
By the something father's profession.
More mannequins. Yuck.
Oh, we're back in here again. We've done a full loop.
And because I was tired as well, I just started being an idiot and just making everything into a joke so I could try and wake my brain up again. As you'll see in a minute.
Was that what we went through with all the weird audio rooms last time? Adam's gone.
And I just walked back through with the dumbest look on my face. Such an idiot.
Should we go back into the audio rooms quickly?
This is where I spot a headset, like a really old headset that they obviously would have used for the communications and stuff. And obviously me being an idiot decided to put it on my head and then said,
Welcome McDonald's, how can I help?
Look at me.
Would you like fries with that? Oh, is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick.
honestly, an idiot.
Yeah, there's some behind you as well.
This place was really, really scary though, but like it was really cool as well. Like
The last vigil.
the history was unreal.
Right. This is so mad.
Liv, I love that. That's so funny.
So now we're joining a
Self-deprecation is what I'm good at.
vigil.
The last part of the night.
In a comedic way, obviously. I call myself an idiot, but I'm all right. Sometimes. This guy as well, he works for the Haunted Happenings team. His name's Chris. And he was super cool as well. We the last bit, everyone was kind of in their groups throughout the whole night. I think there was 2 separate groups, and then they kind of just let us do whatever we wanted to, which again, honestly, unreal. But at the end, they said, "Oh, we're going to do like one last thing in the tunnel." And I think it was Stephen that was like, "Oh, would you mind if we come along for it?" And straight away, he was like, "Yeah, sweet, come along, no problem." Like they were just all so nice.
The surrounding land or any spirits which are here in visitation. If you can hear my voice, you know my voice is Chris. I ask you to please come forward, use the energy in the room.
The best thing with these cat ball things, if it had gone off, I wanted it. In fact, I would have paid some form of afterlife currency for the ball to roll towards Dave. I would have loved it. It would just made the whole experience just cherry on top.
As you can,
I'm surprised that you're saying it was more quiet instead of random sounds.
Holy Spirit,
What do you mean? What I said earlier?
Can
Like there wasn't a lot of
hear my voice.
noise. It was kind of, it was really weird. It was like stale. I can't really explain it. I've never been in an environment like that where it was like so quiet. I think the word is like, I guess it's like, it was like the silence was deafening. Like, I know it sounds stupid, but like it really was. Like it was so quiet. You literally couldn't hear anything.
Be able to hear your voice. So if there's anyone who wants to communicate with us, I think you can come forward.
Yeah. From earlier, yeah, for sure. I couldn't explain it how quiet it was, and then anything you'd hear, it was like.
My name's Chris. If there's anyone here, what's your name?
Adam.
Is there anyone in this tunnel?
We was all at this point as well. We were all holding hands.
Maybe you could say their name.
I was with some randomers and just like the weirdest environment to be in, where you're holding hands, pitch black. It's like, what the hell? Like, that's an experience in itself that I was not overly amazed in being a part of. And at this point as well, right. Also, earlier in the video, those beds were the exact beds where Stephen said, oh, I'm going to pan back to Adam now. These were the exact beds, right? And I had the EMF on the bed, and it was just a completely stagnant green light. Nothing happened. There was no spikes, nothing. So what you're about to see makes absolutely zero sense. We're in the exact same place as earlier.
That is solid. That is properly solid.
Move it just away from your body in general.
Yeah,
Still
Liv,
going.
honestly, I can't imagine what it was even like back then. I suppose you would have had like some of the generators and the machinery, but this is what I mean.
Yeah, that is a solid red line.
Solid.
That is solid.
And then she'll come away from it and then go back to it, and then it's
Solid
just
red.
green again.
Or it's
But yeah, you're right. You would have obviously like the bit of like the background noise, like the generators and stuff would have been working, like the other bits that they had. But no, honestly, like the silence now is horrific.
It's literally right in that exact space.
It's so weird.
Basically right in front of me, which
Yeah.
is terrifying.
It was like stood in front, whatever it was or whatever. I don't know, but it was stood in front of Charlotte. But I had been up and down that with the EMF, and nothing had happened on my own. And then obviously we did have the bit with the phone, which we couldn't get. But then it just disappeared.
She just went.
And look, you know what I mean? Like,
No.
make it make sense.
That's weird.
That's fully stopped now.
That is weird.
You've got a best friend now.
Oh, I don't know. It's either
Liv, Jesus. I would have been like, what do I do now? Like, oh no, the cookies were in the car. They would have been gone.
Where's Dave? Just
I
lost
think
him.
we've left him.
Damn.
Dave lives in the tunnels now.
Super Sweat, 100% that would be the place to go for a zombie apocalypse until the a zombie gets in, and then you're like, well, now what? You know what I mean? I mean, there probably would have been weapons and stuff, but
Ghost hunt done. How do you think it went?
that'd been terrifying.
Surprisingly, I wasn't as scared as I thought I'd be.
Yeah.
Definitely enjoyed myself. Definitely going to do it again. What
Yeah,
about you guys,
100%.
Dave? I mean, they loved you.
You made a lot of good friends tonight.
It was really good.
It was definitely an experience I want to do again.
The cookies were
I'd
gone, yeah,
like
for
to
sure.
do maybe like a prison or like an asylum or something.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think.
What was the kind of the highlight for you?
I think the EMF, because it's very, especially when if you put it in
And
the
how
same
cold it
place
was at this point as well.
as when you had the activity.
So cold. It was
doesn't
like
go off. It's like
10 past
so
3,
hard
quarter
to
past 3 in the
explain, you know what
morning.
I mean? Like you put it back in the exact same spot, and it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
The blanket. for
Oh
sure.
Christ, I forgot about the blanket.
That really, I'm
I wish I'd
so
seen it with my own eyes.
to see that footage back.
Just to see if we got
I mean,
it.
obviously I can for the video, but
Like,
wish I'd been there,
I
like,
definitely had
just
that
more
kind of, like,
conscious,
prickly
because I was just
feeling of just,
not paying
No.
attention.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
something wasn't. From the minute you said like there's something in here, And then yeah, just the fact that we were all just chatting, and just out of nowhere it was like, boop.
It was the mad temperature changes as well, though. They
Yeah.
were so obvious as well. Like you'd go one place and it'd be absolutely
You can
fine.
really see how yellow tinted my
4
glasses are.
meters in one direction and you're freezing. So yeah, overall it was a pretty good evening. I'm not gonna lie. 100% want to do it again. If you guys want to see that again,
Mizzy.
comment down below.
How are you, bro?
Comment some ideas of places that you want us to go also. And if you like the video, and we will all see you guys on the next one.
Do you know what? Like, I mean, I don't know about the others, but I personally did say that I don't want to be followed by anything. I don't know if that even slightly works, but we did it. 100%. 100%. I think that after a few, it would be really, really cool to see, just like look back at the older footage. Because I'll never delete these videos. You know what I mean? They're here to stay now. But I think it would be awesome to see whether like the improvements are that big. You know what I mean? Which I think they would be. Just even if it's just like our attitude towards the questions and towards like the approach that we take or whatever, then I think there'll be even just the next one that we do, which I could be doing it this weekend or Saturday coming potentially, which I'm like yitting myself about, I'll be honest with you. But this place, I'm going to try and find it. It's called Pluckley. It's a village in Kent, which is about an hour away from me. Pluckley Ghosts. Do we watch a video? But anyway, so they've got this place is supposed to be like the most haunted village in the UK or Britain. I think it's just Britain, not all of the UK, but it's got like a whole section of forest which is like 2 miles long or something, which is not a big forest in the grand scheme of things, especially for you Americans. But it's quite big, and they call it the Screaming Woods because of there was like a story of 20 people that were found dead, like stacked on top of each other. There was like a mixture of adults and children as well. They have no idea still to this day how they died. They put it down to like a carbon monoxide poisoning or something, but makes no sense. You know what I mean? It really made no sense. I'm really good, Mizzy. I'm good, bro. Been a long day. What have you been up to? Maybe using a gimbal won't... Yes. Okay, so I'm so glad you said that, because Stephen has just bought one. He has just bought one. No, please. No, yeah, Stephen's just bought a gimbal, so all of the footage is actually going to be, I think me and Stephen are just going to sort of take a drive down there and just see if there's anything that we can catch, make a video of it. If we can, then great. If we can't, then it's an experience anyway. I'm going to try and do like some cool stuff. He has a drone as well that he can film like all above us, and just to get like a good video of like the landscape of the stuff that we're walking through. I think that'd be really cool. And the good thing is right now it gets really dark at like 6-7 p.m. You know what I mean? So for us it's great. It means I don't have to do like the 3 o'clock in the morning one again on no sleep, which is cool. But I want to try and find a video for this Pluckley, because last time I did it I didn't really look into it that much. Like the bunker one I didn't look into at all, but this time I already knew about Pluckley anyway, and I'm pretty sure that I watched someone like do a hunt and stuff here, and I think someone else done like a hide and seek video here, which was really cool actually. But yeah, Pluckley is just, by the sounds of things, really, really scary. I'll try and find another one, and I might even do like a video on it, and then obviously then do our own ghost hunt sort of thing. But for now, I think we're going to watch Something by Someone. Oh, Scary Compass just literally an hour ago released a video. Six the scariest videos that will force you to think about ghosts in your house. I don't know if I want to think about ghosts in my house, I'll be honest with you. UFO involvement in blood. Is there really? Does EMF detect UFOs as well? No, that's one thing I am going to do. I am going to... I am going to buy some more equipment.
Mother Nature.
I'm going to buy some more equipment because I've only got that EMF at the moment, but the other stuff is like mega expensive, like really expensive. Like even just for a REM pod, like don't be wrong, it's not like crazy, but it's like for a REM pod, it's like £80, and then for like a proper good spirit box is like £130 or something like that. It's just like I would love to have all this stuff, and in time I will have everything. But just at the moment, it's like the EMF was like 20 quid. You know what I mean? So considering it's not 100, I was much more comfortable with the EMF than I was paying 120 for something that I didn't even know if I was going to do it again. I thought I was going to be a proper little whatever scaredy cat, but I wasn't actually. I was pretty good. 1998, 4 college students went missing permanently. Yes. I actually have heard of this. Okay, right. Okay, I've heard of that. And they literally have never been found since. Wild. And then in the graveyard, there's a real scary graveyard there as well, which obviously we have to go to. But even that, there's apparently a man in white and his dog. Like people have seen a dog that has just been there and then not there, which is yucky. But right, the next one is Scary Comp. This is the scariest videos that will force you to think about ghosts in your house.
The eerie
Scary
clip
comp.
we're about to share comes from a TikTok user known as Mother Nature 333.
I should get the old praying hands ready, shouldn't I?
Something unsettling while filming in her backyard. It's worth noting that her property lies ominously against the backdrop of a church, shadowed by its own haunting cemetery.
And there was suicide.
This chilling proximity might just shed light on the mysterious happenings captured in her video.
Wait, hold up. So wait, was that the... Where the hell have you found that? I didn't even know that. Could you send that to me? That wherever you found that, can you send that on Instagram to me, if you don't mind? I'd love to read through that because, like that, you got to think that many people that were, I don't know if I can use certain words, that were unalived in one location. You got to think like if there isn't any such thing as bad energy, you would have thought that somewhere like that would have been it. You know what I mean? Like I'm 100% going to go to these woods, whether it's this weekend or we do it another time. I'm 100% going to do it because I think we get some good video there. The only thing that could actually stop it this weekend is it's supposed to rain, which I think raining and ghost hunting, it adds to the scariness, but in terms of like the noises and being able to hear things, I think it's probably not a good idea, but I don't know. We'll see.
I am in my yard.
I live by a church and all my videos are coming out like this.
This is not an app doing this. This is my yard. The church is behind me.
I think you need a new phone.
Watch my face. Church. You can see straight through me. I kid you not.
She ain't fooling anyone, mate. She's a ghost. We've got all the footage we ever need and the evidence. You are not fooling anyone.
Look at this.
No one's just see-through.
Did you catch that eerie moment when the camera swept across Mother Nature 333's face, and it seemed to warp grotesquely? For a fleeting instant, her visage appeared almost ghostly transparent. Then abruptly, it was as if another face, perhaps not of this world, was layered over hers.
That is rank.
What could possibly explain such a chilling transformation? A few viewers of Mother Nature.
Reflection in front of your camera lens.
333's TikTok video rationalized
Yeah,
it
fair.
as
I mean, I don't know
reflections
anything about
in the
cameras.
camera
Like,
lens.
really, I don't.
Or maybe a trick of poor lighting.
Of poor
Yet,
lighting.
a sinister sense of unease pervaded among many who watched. They're convinced something more malevolent was at work. Some
Yeah, that
commenters
is
are
weird.
adamant that they saw multiple faces morphing over hers, each one more ghastly than the last. One observer even dared to suggest that the old church looming in the backdrop might be a gateway. a portal not just to the spirit realm.
Oh mate, all this stuff
but to
is like
another darker dimension.
it's too in depth, and I'm not here for it.
Mere optical illusion, or
Excuse
could
me.
we be glimpsing into the paranormal? Share your thoughts below. TikTok creator Anthony Yamada, known for his eerie explorations of Japan's residential
Here's what
homes,
$560 get
recently
you
ventured
in.
into a peculiar 4-bedroom home
What?
nestled in Fukuoka City. His page, usually a window into the serene life and real estate opportunities of Japan, took a chilling turn. In the midst of showcasing the Torthra, an ostensibly affordable
These sort of things
abode,
remind me of The Grudge.
something inexplicable occurred.
When they're like,
$160 gets you in Fukuoka, Japan. Now today we have a classic Japanese home, starting with a very nice tatami room. This house will run you a monthly rent of $12,000. This 4-bedroom home is in a wonderful location. 3-minute walk away from
it reminds me of The Grudge.
electronics
These like
store, and
Japanese
convenience stores.
houses and
Did you
potentially
catch that?
haunted and whatever.
Anthony certainly didn't. Yet,
I just saw it. There's an outline of a man on the window or the door.
Behind a translucent Japanese-style wall. A chilling presence lurked just inches away, unseen by Anthony. When he finally turned to peer behind the wall, nothing. It was only
What is it?
later,
Liv, is it
as
like
viewers
cameras
replayed the
struggle
scene,
with the light and the
that
dark?
The haunting became undeniable. Comments flooded in, all fixated on the astonishingly low rent of $760 for a 4-bedroom house in a bustling city. Could this spectral encounter
4 bedrooms
explain
where
the
I live, you're
bargain?
looking at
Some viewers even half
Christ,
seriously inquired
over
whether the ghost
2,000 a
was
month.
permanent resident, playfully debating
Can the
whether
ghost and
they
I
paid
split the
an
rent?
extra $160
That's so
a
jokes.
month to coexist with a spectral roommate. What do you think? Is it worth the price to live alongside a phantom? I'll let you decide. Before we dive
If I
deeper
see that,
into
I'm
this
like,
scary video,
nah.
I want to remind you about something special. If you love horror stories, scary stories,
I do.
haunted locations,
I do.
and terrifying true horror stories,
Something like that.
then make sure to subscribe to Unexplained Mysteries, link in the description.
Did he just shout himself out incorrectly? Unexplained mysteries? You mean unsolved?
Every week we bring you untold true horror stories that will leave you questioning reality and wondering what might be lurking in the darkness. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a single story that sends shivers down your spine. The latest eerie footage surfaced on the web.
How
courtesy
bizarre.
Of How Bizarre Pictures, sending shivers down the spines of those who dared to watch it.
I don't like close-ups.
Vicar,
Gross.
with a voice tinged with unease, disclosed, I encountered a chilling paranormal experience after I experimented with a spirit communication app
Right, and it's so the
installed on
camera
my
struggles
phone.
to
Initially,
like
a skeptic,
pick up
how
both. Is
bizarre
it? Is that what it
had
is?
his
It's
doubts
like
shattered after
the
this
sensor
particular
struggles.
recording. Here's the bone-chilling account.
I
of
can feel
what
myself. I'm about to
unfolded when
sneeze in a
How
minute.
Bizarre attempted to bridge the gap to the
We've
spirit
actually
world.
seen this a long time ago.
Claims to use AI to connect to the spirit realm and let you talk to ghosts. I am obviously skeptical, but I'm curious. So I thought I'd use it, give it a shot, and record myself. So let's see how this works. Is there a spirit here with me?
Yes, there is a spirit here with you.
Okay. What's your name?
I don't know how much I believe this one.
You know my name?
I know your name. Alright, have we met before?
Why are you acting like this? Are you feeling okay?
I'm feeling fine. Are you feeling okay?
I'm a little cold, and everything is dark in here. Why do you have the lights out?
It's actually daytime in my house.
I've been calling you all day, baby, and you've been ignoring me. If something's wrong, say so. Let's talk about this.
See, this is what I don't understand. Whether it's like,
It's making me very angry.
I don't know if this is real. I mean, I'm almost certain that it's not. Because then there was a person in that door frame. Then I didn't even realize that that was a thing last time. Unless I did, in which case, I just jumped to something that I've already jumped to before. The video audio got copyrighted apparently.
Silence as How Bizarre interacts with a mysterious spirit communication app. Abruptly, a photo crashes from a shelf behind
one thing as well.
If you dare to peer,
I think I looked into this. No one has ever heard of or seen this app before. So, and like, there's no mention of it on Google or nothing like that.
A shadowy figure
so I think it is
in the doorway.
fake.
A space that was eerily empty just moments ago. Adding to the unnerving mystery, How Bizarre claims the app has vanished from the App Store, as if it were wiped from existence. What are your thoughts on this spine-tingling footage? Could How Bizarre have truly bridged the realm to the supernatural through his phone? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. A young woman who had only recently untangled herself from the safety of her parents' home harbored a secret.
The way that he says things is, it's so weird. Like, it's great, but it's weird. A woman who had recently untangled herself from the safety of her parents' home. Or in other words, she moved out. Like, what?
Passion.
I'm going to say that. When I mean, I don't live with my parents, but when I move out of this house, I'm going to say, yep, I untangled my safety. I'm living where I was. And if people just look at me like an idiot and be like, what, so you just moved? I'm like, yeah, that's literally it. But obviously, that's a normal vocabulary, apparently.
Her soul yearned for the world of music. Her days were filled with melodies as she tirelessly sang her favorite songs, striving to hone her vocal prowess. Yet, despite her dedication, a shroud of embarrassment cloaked her ambition, keeping her musical dreams hidden from the world. This veil of secrecy only tightened whenever an eerie silence followed her singing, as if something unseen compelled her to abruptly stop.
She's got a nice voice. Is that just something at the top of the door? I swear I just saw a hand at the top of the door. And a glass at the top. Right. Jesus, I had to skip that, otherwise I'm gonna get copyrighted.
Particularly chilling.
Listen to J. Cole.
Imperceptible. Can you spot it?
I think it was the hand above the door. It's got to be.
39 seconds and try to guess in the comments what you see.
Ah.
At that precise moment, a sinister shadowy figure briefly loomed above the door, eyeing Kiara unseen. Unaware of the lurking presence, she recklessly opened the door and watched as a red object drifted off into the void. Now, shaken by the unnerving spectacle she had just witnessed, Sidra felt a cold dread settling in. She contemplated...
What is that? The ghost of Chico? As a ghost has been bedazzled, or whatever the word is. Have sequins and... What? No.
Reaching out to her parents for guidance, yet the fear of being dismissed as hysterical...
Yeah, that's what I heard. You should never answer something if like, it's called a mimic, isn't it? If you hear like a familiar voice or your own voice calling you, you never answer it. And if you get a door knock, I mean, I don't really answer the door anyway if people knock, because I'm like, well, I probably don't want to see you. If you're not invited, why are you here? But if there's a knock, I've got a Ring doorbell like most people. If I don't see anyone on that doorbell and I'm getting knocking on the door, guess what I'm doing? I'm leaving out the back. Not even the door. I'm leaving out of a window.
After an hour of agonizing deliberation,
Ghost of Chico. Oh, Fun fact, Chico went to my school. Literally went to my secondary school. Yeah.
Hoping it would fade into oblivion.
Fun fact.
For a few days, her plan seemed to succeed. Normalcy returned, and she began to believe perhaps it had
What's going
all
on?
been a
How you doing, Aaron? You good, bro?
of her imagination. But then, 3 nights
I was about to say a
later,
different name then
the
for some
spirit
reason.
returned,
And I realised who he
more
was.
malevolent than ever.
Este video porque están tocando constantemente la puerta. Están pasando cosas que no son normales.
She's obviously got music on that. Got
¿Quién?
local legend. Oh, I mean, legend, really?
¿Quién?
I'd say that Ramesh Ranganathan is a legend. He's like the face of UK comedy. Am I going to get... I might have to turn this down or something because I don't want to get copyrighted. Oh, Christ on a bike, mate. She did, didn't she? Just let it in her room, didn't she? No. Christ.
This time, it seemed the entity had infiltrated her apartment.
Infiltrated.
Stealthily maneuvering Sidra's bedsheets, which terrified her to her core. Paralyzed by fear, she couldn't bring herself to alarm.
Was there even a
parents,
cut then as well?
dreading their possible harsh response. Resolving to handle it as before, she tried to dismiss it. Yet, she knew one more incident would shatter her composure, compelling her to confide in her father. Following the ordeal, Sidra experienced 2 days of deceptive calm.
You could get delirious if you take life too serious. It's Chico time.
Frayed, flinching at the mildest disruptions. On what should have been a third serene day, the fragile peace was cruelly shattered.
Oh, it was the music starting. Christ, if I see something now, mate, I'm done.
This time, the dark figure at the door morphed unsettlingly into the shape of a hand rather than a head. And
Where?
the sight of glass sliding across the table on its own chilled Kiara to the bone.
Oh my God.
She turned off the camera. She frantically called her father.
My alarm just went off.
Her voice trembling as she recounted how objects were eerily shifting around her. She insisted that the spirit was agitated by her presence.
I just thought, this is how my brain works. Why do we say my alarm went off? Because technically it went on. Adam's dumb question of the day.
Her father,
that's not the only one.
ever
Don't worry.
skeptic, hesitantly invited her to stay the night. It wasn't until he watched the haunting footage that his disbelief crumbled, prompting him to insist she move back home for a year. Frank felt haunting dread during his stay at
Franco
the
TV, what a gangster. Apparently he fakes his stuff, but I don't care because the guy's so entertaining.
Whatever it is, the frequency is getting stronger the closer.
And however he does it as well, he does it so well.
Heart set right. You hear it? Hola, ¿qué tal?
Yo, what? Why did, hold up, why did that guy just slither away like some sort of weird snake man? Look. What are you doing here? And then he just fucks off again. Fuck, that's funny. I'm gonna have to take a picture of that. Or screenshot it. How can I screenshot it? Oh yeah, this how I do it. Alright. That is jokes. Survives a nuclear bunker. Ghost. He's getting chased.
Haciendo video ahora. No, señor, yo estoy haciendo en vivo. Gente está cediéndote, señor. No, no. So I just made contact.
Bro, I didn't even realize. I swear he's ex-army as well, I'm pretty sure.
With these guys.
Or military, whatever, same thing. That's so funny. Only to die a week later from a heart attack from a phone alarm. Oh,
I don't know
God.
what just happened. I think I almost got robbed. I'm in the middle of recording an area through the children's cemetery. And then a guy comes out and starts asking me questions and stuff. But he's not telling me who he is. So, of course, no one's supposed to be back here. I'm gone. The dude runs after me this time. And this time he's got a bat. And he comes out with some other guy running after me with a bat.
In the shadows of the unknown, it's not just the specters and apparitions that send shivers down your spine. Sometimes, the living can be far more sinister and menacing.
How many times have we said those exact words?
Backdrop, Frank's courage
We say this
stands as a chilling
all the
testament
time.
to the human spirit. Despite the unnerved...
What you can see is way scarier than what you cannot see. I actually pre-recorded tomorrow's video today. I like to usually do it on the same day, but I'm actually so busy tomorrow that I can't. And the video that comes out tomorrow is, you guys are really going to like it as well. It's another one in the woods, which is, I'm not going to give too much away because I want you to watch it for yourselves. But there are so many times where I'm like, how do you put yourselves in these situations and then get surprised when something happens? It's like, obviously, you know what I mean? I'm not going to say any more. It will become obvious once you watch it. Yeah, really good video, actually. I enjoyed it.
He presses on, delving deeper into the darkness.
All right, I made it back to the other
And
area.
it's our
I don't feel safe going
mystery man, who I love his videos, to be fair.
I'm gonna see if I could just come to this area here. If you guys recognize it, that's the... I just heard something up here.
It was the one with that old woman that was sat on the bench. I don't know if you guys have seen that one before, where Franco is in, I think he's in another graveyard somewhere, and there's just this old woman. Like, I think he shows his watch or something. It's like stupid o'clock in the morning. It's some just old woman sat on a bench. She doesn't speak to him. He's like, "Are you okay?" She doesn't say anything. I'm like, throw something. Like, take your shoe off or something. Throw it at her.
Sound like something fell or something.
I mean, don't do that, actually. That's not... I'm not sacrificing.
That's the tomb. Hola?
Has he just gone down one of those Super Mario things? You know, when he goes down into the tube. Is that what just happened there?
I legit just saw something staring at me right there from the tomb. Hola?
What? He goes over to it, he looks down the hole, and it's just a man. Like, have you got time to talk about the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
It was sticking its head out. Just don't run at me.
Yeah. Have a day off, mate. We don't go in there. We're not stupid enough, are we? We're not going to go in there. Obviously, we're not going to go in there. Ready?
Hola? I'm gonna turn on my flashlight because I can't see. I literally just saw something sticking something out right here. Holy shit. Here, I'm gonna use my other camera so you guys could have a more wider angle. There we go. I'm not going in here. I'm just gonna put the camera inside because this thing in here is actually really disgusting. But this is where, oh my god, it smells like...
Right. One thing I will say. He changed to another camera. Personally, I think it's kind of for no reason. If he was just going to show his camera around. Which would obviously, if there was someone in there, it would be the perfect time to make a cut so that the person could then leave and then they shine their camera around. So that wasn't great for the allegations that he has against him, saying that he fakes his stuff. That wasn't a great thing to do.
See, that's one area.
So the chances are, I don't know. I mean, unless for whatever reason he doesn't fake them, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Why he would then swap to that camera for no reason.
Down his spine. A child's head, ghostly pale, peeked out from the shadowy stairs. When Frank leaned
That's
in
rank
for a
either way. I
closer
don't care if
look,
that's fake or not,
the
mate. That's
apparition
terrifying.
vanished into thin air.
Gross.
Driven by a mix of fear and curiosity, he approached the grave and stepped inside. But the spectre had disappeared. Was it a trick of the light, or had Frank captured a genuine ghost on camera? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. A person was jolted awake early in the morning by eerie movements outside his home. Upon checking his Ring doorbell footage...
We're not saying this is actually a genuine video, are we?
Whether it was real or some kind of CGI trickery...
I genuinely thought this was just a joke.
Creepy.
Like at the beginning of the video.
This chilling Ring doorbell footage. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments.
I think it's not real. Ah! How do I... Right. Well, I think, unfortunately, that it is time to go. I want to thank everyone for sticking with me, spending time with me tonight, watching the video with me, and just listening to me talk absolute nonsense for an hour and a half. Tomorrow, Goblin... Looks like my missus. You want to hope she don't see this, bro. Jesus Christ. Got to be AI. Yeah, AI or just some dumb. That was very dumb. I'm not like, I thought it was a joke at the beginning of the video when they when it was like the intro to the video, but apparently not. He was actually being super serious. But like I said, tomorrow 6 p.m. my time. So I think Eastern is like 5 hours before, so it'll be like 1 p.m. Pacific, I think, was like stuff. I have no idea. Anyway, I'll put a thing out tomorrow on YouTube and Instagram to say what time, and I'll try and put a few different times. Ow! Ow! I just hit my hand. Put a few different time zones on there as well. But it's a good video, and I actually really enjoyed it. So thank you guys for sticking with me, spending some time with me tonight, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a nice evening, day, morning, whatever time it is for you. Have a good one, and have a good start to your week as well. And I'll see you soon.